Hello, every pony. It is about 5 o'clock. It was a gorgeous day until it started raining, but I like raining. Raining is fun. Anyway, so I thought now would be a good time to do a raw reading of a fanfiction. The fanfiction I have up today is Main 6 meet Phineas and Ferb. I like crossover stuff. It's a comedy adventure alternate universe human, apparently. Don't know why it does not say crossover on it though, but it is. So anyway, it actually just came out like 2 days ago or something, I guess. So there's only 2 chapters on it, but they're very short, so I thought I'd read it. So, without further ado, the Main 6 meet Phineas and Ferb. Rainbow spread her wings a little wider as she soared above the little town of Ponyville. She tapped on her earpiece to turn on her radio. For some reason, it wasn't working well. Maybe she was too high. She zoomed down a little lower and heard the words, "Holes, dimension, dangerous." Then it was cut off. What? That didn't sound good. Rainbow paused for a second to adjust the frequency that she was hearing and didn't flap her wings. For a moment she was falling fast, and then her steady wings caught her just before the ground. Frowning, she landed, noticing a swirly hole nearby. What in the world is going on? Rainbow wondered. She tapped on her earpiece again, and now that she was on the ground, it worked. I knew I should have gotten a Cloudsdale issue radio, she grumbled, but then she heard the radio. Sorry, they're playing The Office downstairs. I don't know if you can hear it, but if you can, I'm sorry. Suspicious holes have been appearing all over Equestria that seem to lead to another dimension. Strange creatures have been spotted there and are quite dangerous. Then it started playing over again. Oh, so that must be what that is, Rainbow thought. She went up to the hole and cautiously poked a hoof through. I don't understand how they would know that it leads to another dimension. That doesn't make any sense. And they're playing that very loudly downstairs. I know you can hear that. I'm sorry. Anyway. Where was I? She went up to the hole and cautiously poked a hoof through. She could feel something on the other side. Creepy. She yanked her hoof back through, but she got overbalanced and tumbled over through the hole. For the second time today, she was tumbling through space, only this time she was too shocked to fly. She landed in a small red chair amidst a mechanical room. Above her hung a screen on which a video image of the kind of thing Twilight had told her about. A human, wasn't it? Hello, Agent P. Dr. Doofenshmirtz has been... He looked up again. You're not Agent P. How did you get in here? Rainbow didn't answer. She just walked to the greenish tube curiously. What is this place anyway? She asked the video human. Agent P's secret lair. Oh, no. Agent P's secret... Wait, I gotta do it later. Agent P's secret lair, said a high... I don't know if I did that. I can't do Carl. I think that's Carl. I don't know. Agent P's secret lair, said a high-pitched young colt's voice. Carl, I told you not to tell anyone, said the strange human voice. Whatever, Rainbow thought. I'd better get out of here. She flew over to the strange green tube and started flying up it. Maybe it'll lead me out of here, she thought. At the top, she flew out of a tree. Below her were 2 more of the humans, one with a red mane and a triangle head, and another with a green mane and longish head. They were gaping up at her. She landed elegantly and trotted over to the humans. Excuse me, what are you? The red one asked. I'm a who, not a what? I'm a who, not a what? Keep talking. I'm a who, not a what? Name's Rainbow Dash, greatest flyer in all of Equestria. Rainbow responded, zipping around the humans and leaving her signature rainbow trail. The green maned one spoke up next. What my brother meant was, what kind of animal are you? Rainbow answered, a Pegasus, duh! What are you? The red one opened his mouth to answer, but was interrupted by the gate to the backyard opened. Shouldn't that say opening? And a small human filly with a black mane walked through. Her eyes got wide when she noticed Rainbow Dash. I don't mean to be rude. Oh, I don't mean to be rude, she said, directed at Dash. But what you doing? Rainbow rolled her eyes at the silly comment and looked back at the red-maned human. So what are you things? She asked rudely. We're humans. Like, only the biggest race of animals ever, replied the red mane. Now, what are you doing in our backyard, and how'd you come up through the tree? Rainbow couldn't believe what these humans didn't know about the land of Equestria. Oh wait, Rainbow couldn't believe that these humans didn't know about the land of Equestria and the world that surrounded it. Okay. Bro, you are so not the biggest race of animal ever. Those are ponies, and also there's a weird place that some pony called Agent P's lair. I fell through a portal and landed there. The boys looked up at her. Okay. Oh, Ferb, remember that time with Evil Doof and the robot? It must be talking about that. How would they know? They had their memories wiped. This person did not write the story well. Anyway, said the red one to the green one, Ferb. Then he said to Rainbow, what do you mean a portal? And also, humans are the dominant race here, not ponies. Rainbow thought he was being quite rude to ponies. I come from Equestria, which is a place where more than 1 million ponies live, and there are other animals, like my friend Gilda the Griffin. Plus, I'm not an it, I'm a she. This person only probably has a crude knowledge of the show, then. Stories. Why do I pick the terrible stories? The boys looked shocked at that. They and the girl just stared at Rainbow as she flew elegantly overhead. She wished one of her friends were here. Twilight would know what to do. Times like this she could use a horn, but she loved her wings. But what to do about these pesky beings stuck in another dimension problem? What? Times like this she could use a horn. But she loved her wings. But what to do about these pesky beings stuck in another dimension problem? What? That makes no sense. These annoying humans could be useful since they did know more about this world than she did. So she landed on the ground next to the filly. So you three could be useful. First up, tell me your names. Twilight, 3 hours later. Where is that insufferable Pegasus? Spike! Yelled the purple unicorn. The small dragon ran in. Yeah, Twilight? He asked. Do you know where Rainbow Dash is? She was supposed to meet me today at 12, and it's now 1:30. She yelled, practically blowing over the poor dragon. Answered stutteringly. No pony I've seen her in a while. When Rainbow Dash is gone, ponies tend to notice. Twilight face toothed at that. Look, do you have a crush on Rarity or Rainbow Dash? What? Look, do you have a crush on Rarity or Rainbow Dash? I'm going to go look for her. This person knows nothing, almost next to nothing about the show. This fic is terrible. I don't think I want to read the next part. It's so bad. Ugh. But I'm going to have to, even though it's incomplete. She went to Rarity's beauty salon first and barged in, clearly angry. The white unicorn looked up, startled at the sudden interruption. Hello, Twilight, darling. If you want a salon visit, you'll have to wait, dear. I'm busy with Carrot Top right now. What? Oh. Wait, she went to Rarity's beauty salon? What? Oh, this story is so... Why am I reading this? I was just wondering whether you had seen Rainbow Dash. It's a matter of extreme importance. Rarity thought for a moment. Looking puzzled, then replied to her violet-maned friend. Why, no, dear. I haven't seen her since she came to get some feather care a few hours ago. Twilight rushed out the door and then stuck her head back in. Thanks for the help, Rarity, she said before rushing out again. Rainbow shook her head. Now that, Carrot Top, was the strangest encounter I've ever had with Twilight. This is quite possibly the strangest story I've ever read in my entire life. Anyway, Chapter 2. This thing is so bad written. As Twilight walked through the quaint town of Ponyville, she wondered where her colorful maned friend could be. She scanned the cloud line for any sign of her, but no, the Rainbow Pegasus wasn't taking a cloud nap today. Darn it, Twilight thought. If I don't find Rainbow soon, there's going to be a big problem, since Princess Luna asked to talk to her, and Luna isn't the best at anger management. So she decided to see whether Applejack knew where Rainbow was. Oh, this is such a bad story. Yes, Mom?
Your list?
Lydia said she would come up and help me.
She's still working on hers. I need to go.
I'm sorry, every pony. That was an accident. First day of school, my mom wanted to know what I needed because she's going to Walmart. Anyway, where was I? Yeah, just spit all over the place. I'll just start it from the picture. Okay. Darn it, Twilight thought. If I don't find Rainbow Dash soon, there's going to be a big problem, since Princess Luna asked to talk to her, and Luna isn't the best at anger management. So she decided to see whether Applejack knew where Rainbow was. This story, like I said, is so bad. She trotted up to the Apple family farm, where, well, at least it's a farm. It's not like something stupid like a dairy. They already messed everything else up. She trotted up to the Apple family farm, where Applejack was busy bucking apples. And at least I got that right. As soon as she saw her friend, however, she stopped and wiped off her forehead. "Well, howdy, Twilight. What brings you round these parts?" asked Applejack in a familiar southern drawl. "Have you seen Rainbow Dash? Princess Luna requested her, but I haven't seen her." Applejack cocked her head for a moment while she thought. "Why, no, Twilight, I haven't seen her since she came for some cider a while ago," said the Orange Earth Pony. "Thanks, so you're absolutely sure you haven't seen her in the last, 2 hours? Sorry, Twi, I'm sure, said the mare, enunciating clearly. Enunciating clearly. What? Ugh, the more I read this, the more terrible it is. Applejack stared at her purple friend disappearing into the distance. "That was weird," she said. "Yep," said Big Mac, who had somehow appeared next to her. Like I said, terrible story. Twilight ran to Fluttershy's cottage. She was very worried now. Where the heck could her friend be? She knocked on the door of the cute woodsy house Fluttershy owned. A yellow Pegasus mare came to the door, only poking her head out. "Oh, it's you, Twilight," she whispered, opening the door the rest of the way. Okay. "Do you need something?" "Oh, hello, Fluttershy," Twilight said. "Would you happen to know where Rainbow Dash is? She's due for an audience with Luna." The pink-maned pony shook her head. She withdrew from the door and made to close it but before she could, a small orange Pegasus popped her head out from behind Fluttershy. Scootaloo asked, You're looking for Rainbow Dash? Can I come with you?" Twilight was hesitant. Should she let the little filly come with her? Well, she did seem so eager to help. "All right," Twilight said, "but here's a rule. You absolutely have to do what I say." Wow, control freak much? The filly nodded her head eagerly. Twilight grinned, and she and Scootaloo walked away from Fluttershy's cottage. "So, Scootaloo, do you have any ideas where Rainbow could be?" asked Twilight. "Well, we could try at her very favorite spot," said the Pegasus with a little grin. "The Cloud Mall." "What? The Cloud Mall?" Ugh, this story is so bad. Scootaloo, I can't fly or walk on clouds," said Twilight in a very duh voice. "Well, Twilight, aren't you a unicorn? Cast a flight spell on yourself or walk on cloud spell," said the orange filly in the same duh voice. I'm not even going to attempt to do that. I accidentally pushed a button and somehow it went all the way down to the bottom of the page. Oh wait, here I am. Okay. Twilight faced Tooth at her own ridiculousness, and for a second her horn glowed with magic. Then a pair of purple wings appeared. What? Oh, forget it. Can you fly okay on your own? She asked the filly. Yeah, nodded Scootaloo. When they landed on the ground outside the Cloudsdale shopping center, every pony stared at the alicorn. One stallion bowed down on the cloud fluff. Were you sent by the princess? It literally says P 4 times. Were you sent by the princess? Said the poor frightened stallion. Relax, Twilight said with a laugh. I'm just a unicorn who gave herself wings, because you're an idiot. But that didn't seem to help them. Twilight rolled her eyes at the stallion and folded her wings in. She and Scootaloo stepped over and bowed over the bowed down pony and went inside the mall. An hour later, they had looked all over the mall with no luck. Well, Scoots, it seems like RD isn't in this mall. Too bad. Oh, this story is so terrible. But I have to finish it. I have to. It's my thing. As Twilight and the filly walked down towards the entrance, she noticed a swirly pink, purple, and green hole down a corridor. Hey, Scootaloo, look, what's that? Asked the purple mare. The filly shrugged. Twilight huffed at Scootaloo's lack of emotion and then flew down the hallway, the filly following close behind her. Ha, so that insufferable filly was a little curious after all. She grinned as she landed gently at the end of the hallway. Her smile was lost, though, as Scootaloo crashed through the hole. Her smile was lost, though, as Scootaloo crashed through the hole. Scoots! She doesn't... I hate this story so much. Shrieked Twilight, flying through the portal. I hate this. Scootaloo's point of view. For a while I was tumbling through the air and, embarrassingly enough, screamed a lot. I landed with an oomph on hard, metal-y floor. Ow! I moaned, rubbing her flank. That hurt. Then I looked up and realized it was going to hurt a lot more unless I moved, so I scrambled out of the way since I had no desire to become Scoot a pancake. Still, even though I was out of pancake range, I flinched when Twilight landed next to me with a thud. Hi, Twilight, I said. You still have your magic wings. Oh, you still have your magic wings? Twilight nodded. Good, I said with a laugh, because it looks like going up that is the only way out of here. I gestured to a green tube and laughed when she saw Twilight go. This story is so bad! It took a moment of persuasion to get Twilight up it. Persuasion, Scootaloo's way, mean huff-tugging, kicking, and name-calling. But eventually, the slightly beat-up unicorn and me got up the greenish tube, and what they saw at the top was a pretty amazing sight. Yeah. Hopefully it wasn't the story. 'Cause it sucks! Ugh. I'm not even going to put a link to it. I don't want you to be subjected to the horror that is this freaking stupid story. Ugh. I'll see y'all next... I'll record another story later for you guys to listen to if you want. But until then, I'll see you guys later. Brony on!